Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we got a fun one for you today. We've got these great animated color changing borders for you. And it's a bit of a code we can apply. Once we put it in there, we can apply the class to anything and make buttons into it. We can do it with images. You can do it with pretty much anything you want. Really easy to do. Got to steal a little bit of code from CodePen here, and I'll put this URL down below for anybody that needs to copy this. So let's get started. I'm going to enable the Visual Builder here. And let's go down. I'll undo what I've got going on there. Okay, well I've undone everything, so our little glowing borders have disappeared there. So now there's a couple places we can put the code to do this. We can go to our dashboard. We can go down to Divi, Theme Options, roll down to the bottom of the General tab, and here you find Custom CSS. You'll be able to place this code in here if you want to. Or you can go to Appearance and Customize. That'll take us to this page here, and there's an additional CSS panel at the bottom that we can use. But for mine today, I'm actually going to use a code module. So it doesn't matter too much where I put it because it's not going to take up much real estate. I'm going to put it below this little blurb module right here. Going to hit the little button to add a new module. And I'm going to use a code module. Now, as we're using a code module, this is only going to affect the things that are on this page. If you put them in the customizer or the custom CSS panel of Divi, they will be global. Okay, well let's go over to CodePen and grab the code we need. And here it is. The bit we need is the CSS in the middle here. We don't need the body, don't need the box. We need the glowing part. So from the dot in front of glowing there, all the way down to the last curly bracket after the last animation, I'm going to select all of that and copy it. Control C to copy. I'm going to go back to my little code module. Now, because this is CSS, I've got to tell it that it's CSS by opening some style tags. And that's left pointy bracket, the word style, S-T-Y-L-E, and right pointy bracket. And it'll bring up a closing one for you. If we drop down, we can paste that code that we just copied straight in here. And there it is. There's the actual animations that are making it animate different colors, and there's the different colors. You can go through and change those. Just go in there and choose whatever color you want. I'm going to leave mine on the default for the moment. But the important part here is they're using a class of glowing. They're using a pseudo element before, but that's fine. So anything that we give this class of glowing, it'll apply the following CSS to. So let's try it. I've copied that name. Glowing without the dot. You don't want the dot when we're giving class names. So let's Control C to copy that, glowing. Let's go into one of our little modules here and we'll pop it in there. Over to the advanced is always where you'll find CSS IDs and classes. It was a class name, so we've got to put it in the class there. There it is. And we've got that glowing border. And of course you can apply that to just about anything. If I was to apply it to these other two in this row, they'll have the same borders too. So if I just right click on this module, and as we're in the back end, it's sort of spilling through there a little bit as I hover over it, but that won't happen on the front end. Extend blurb styles. Let's extend to this row. And they've all got those color changing borders. Great. Like I say, you can apply it to just about anything. I've got a little text module here. If we go in there, again, go over to the advanced CSS IDs and classes, apply it. Now what I've got a slightly opaque background on this, so it's letting some of that color through. Demonstrate that. If I go to the content of the text, and always under the content tab, you'll find background. I've got a black here. I've got the opacity slightly down, so the colors are bleeding through a bit there. If you have it all the way up, it's solid, like our little blurb modules above. If we take it down, the more you take it down, the more the color you'll see bleeding through. If you wanted to, you could have the whole thing like that. Kind of hard to read the writing. That's entirely up to you. That's another little option for you. You can sort of mix and match and get it how you want. That's a quite nice little effect. Well, we've done a similar thing for this little button just above. This is actually a text module that I made into a button. If I go in there, we'll give it that same class. And there it is. And you could create a hover effect for that. Perhaps if we would go into the background of this, again in the content background. Let's have it fairly dark until we hover over it. So I'm going to get the background color up, get the arrow up. We can set a desktop, how I want it now when they hover over it. Let's take that opacity down almost all the way. So when they're not hovering, there'll be the button like that, quite subtle. When they hover over it, it's going to get busy like that. And like I say, you can apply it to anything. We've got an image here that's already got a class name to it that's got a hover effect. If I click on this, go in there, CSS IDs, there's the first class. If we just put a gap after it, we can add this other class after it, and it'll have a glowing image. And that works on the hover effect too. Similar story with this little call to action here. It's got a wobble bit of CSS, so it's already got a class name. But again, if we want to, we can add another class name to it and apply it to that. That's its original class name. We'll give it a little gap, paste in the new one, and it's got that little border too. And again, we could play with the background a little bit. We could have crazy blue background color. Actually, let's just make it a regular blue. That's a bit too much for me. And then again, when they hover over it, if we hit the little arrow, we could take that opacity down and have some of those colors bleeding through. Something like that. We can still read the color a little bit with. Great, so there it is, guys. Let's save it, make sure it's going to all work on the front end. I'm going to save draft. Let's exit the Visual Builder. And there it is. There's our little blurb modules with the color changing borders there. There's our little button. It should have a hover effect and lighten up when we hover over it and reveal all that. It's kind of eye-catching. Then down below, here's just the other ones that we added the border effect to, the image that's got the grow effect, and our little wobbling call to action there with a little color change when we hover over it as well. That's a little too much for me. Really like that button, and I really like these effects we've got here. Like I say, we used a bit of code pen today from Zarko Rovik. I'm sorry if I say your name wrong there, but remember, we just need the bit from the dot glowing down to the bottom there is all we're using of this today. And like I say, I've used a code module for it, so you can't really see it, so this won't affect any other page. But if you want to use this throughout your site, it'd be best to put that CSS in your additional CSS panel or in the custom CSS box that I showed you earlier. So there you go, guys. There's a cool glowing effect for you. I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Don't forget, if you have any questions, pop them below the video. I'll do my best to answer them for you or make a demo video for you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.